Hey, how's it going today? Is 18th of March, Monday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available there. Let's take a look at Horizon Europe. Let's try to understand it. So it's something that I have touched in previous video. Let's progress and see how we can engage with the team. Uh, I think my personal understanding it might be entire EU and programs that they would like to accomplish within time frame that will be 7 years, I think. And as of now, there's about less than 3 years left. So let's try to understand it. If anything, how can I engage with the team? Ideally, I would like to begin doing something with the team, either within UK or Europe within the beginning of next week. Can we do it? Not necessarily. Sometimes it can take way longer than that. So we need to start everything now and see how we can progress. Let's try to understand what information is available within UK and all companies from UK engage within Horizon Europe. Horizon Europe is opportunity for all type of UK organizations, including business and academia, to get funding for research and or innovation for UK business. This is opportunity for collaborate with partners with the right expertise to expand markets and accelerate innovation across Europe and international, right? So it's something that I was taking a look at last week. That would be a training course that I have completed. That would be idea development. And while I was doing this course, the course was prepared for someone did a lot of research on the companies in Spain. So how we can engage within this department? I have reached out to that department from the course. I have reached out to. As of now, there's no response. Perhaps they're busy with other things. But if that would be a case, perhaps we can source finance from Horizon Europe in partnership. If we could be potentially work with someone from Spain, right? That would be myself coming into this and overview support advisors. So I would be looking to reach out to you and our partners. Perhaps we can find someone in Spain and from there progressing to news events and newsletter. I have subscribed to newsletter. I don't know, more than likely. There isn't, or perhaps there's gonna be. But either way, I subscribe to it. But let's try to understand what information is available and how we can engage. And if anything, the advisor perhaps would be a point of contact. Let's take a look at Horizon Europe turns idea into reality. Horizon Europe is the world's largest research and innovation program with a budget of over 82 billion. The program runs from 2021 to 27, right? Okay. So less than 3 years left. And it open to all types of research and innovation organizations, including large businesses, SMEs, academia, public institutions, third sector organizations. UK has historically been one of the best performers in European research and innovation framework programs, and on average, successful UK applicants, the Pillar 2 and 3 receive around somewhere close to or less than half a million. Although the figures could be much higher. A key part of Horizon Europe is to build consortia with the partners around the world, particularly now that UK entities can lead projects. Okay. Let's try to understand it. A quick note to put things into perspective. Sometimes on the website they would advertise that in partnership with different institutions, expanding horizons. That was the way how they defined it. We're offering free business startup support for Saturn residents, right? So not necessarily for myself, but I would be interested in reaching out to this organization. And so often they would say, "Oh, I would be looking for a consultant, right? So how I can come in, or anyone will be able to come in and establish operations, right?" And the person who has been hired, by the way, I don't know if it's a government institution or not, they would just block these kind of emails. It's true story. It's true story. So let's see how we can progress with Horizon Europe. Let's take a look at some of Horizon Europe pillars. Horizon Europe is built around three main pillars: excellent science, Pillar 1, global challenges and European industrial competitiveness, Pillar 2, and innovative Europe, Pillar 3. Cutting across all of these three pillars is a widening initiative that builds capacity in developing countries. So overall, perhaps that would be different ways. I don't know if it's worth the read, perhaps for some, just because I'm very, very busy. So I would be looking to you, if I can, let's progress to your advisor. Find your advisor, right? So if we can, let's see how we can engage. But that not necessarily needs to be limited this particular way. I don't know if this organization is active, by the way. I did understand how much money was funded and where the money came from. This part I do understand very well. The money was been given now, then you yourself, you might be interested as individual, be interested in receiving something back in return. It's a different story. There's nobody to hold most of those institutions accountable. There's no one to hold. From local level to perhaps it's a national or international level, who can hold these institutions accountable? It is a form to fill in. That's a good KPI to have. Feedback form to fill in about the services that you have received. Very simple process. Could be implemented within a matter of 20 minutes. But either way, so going forward, I'll try to find an advisor within this organization, and that perhaps would be a process, right? I'm looking for advisor because I'm going to be looking to engage as business, but not necessarily needs to be limited to this particular process, right? There would be different processes for different people based on what you're looking to do. Perhaps you are a researcher and looking to receive finance. Perhaps there's a different examples. As of now, I haven't taken part in it, but that would be Horizon Europe pump priming. Perhaps there's something that I haven't taken part, but perhaps that would be another way of doing things, right? But first, I would like to sit down and have a chat, if I can, with an advisor and CP. NPC is non-playable characters, right? I hope it's not the case here. So, so this organization, they do have points of contact or advisors, right? I don't know, perhaps 20 or so. I'll try to share. It's public information. At least it should be for people who like to engage, right? It would be defined as find your UK national contact point for advice, right? Serious people, by the way. That's the only serious people. I'm not looking to for anything other than serious people, serious problems and solving problems, right? So there would be one, two, three, and let's say 20 different people. Out of those 20 people, I would be perhaps slightly less than 20. I would be surprised if one or two people would respond. Well, let's try to engage with digital. We can pick digital. We can take a look at culture or creativity. There was so much finances made available recently with 2.5 thousand. So additional finances with culture might be available. Digital, there are different programs available there. Food security, which would be very important even within the UK and or something else. Take a look at Europe, even that sector. We can take a look at some of the more than likely, I'll try to engage with all of them, and I can share some of the feedback what it's like because it's very hard to do. People to respond to emails. That's one of the hardest things to do. Sit down and having a chat and trying to understand it, how those finances was and why allocated. Let's try to engage with these people. Right? Thanks for watching. See you next one.